All right. Hi, I'm Ricky from Rev Consultants. So I help subcontractors win more tenders at their target profit in 12 weeks or less, even if they're time poor, overwhelmed, and don't know where to start. So basically, my goal is to make this process as simple and successful as possible so that you can win those bigger projects and contracts with less stress. I'm here on a regular basis, so jump on and ask me a question or DM me anything you feel would be beneficial to cover. This is basically the opportunity to ask me anything. Okay, so this week's topic for discussion, it's the fourth in a series of lives I'm doing on pricing and getting pricing right. So with this week, the focus is on prelims or preliminaries. So to start with, what are prelims? So a simple way to think about prelims is that they're any cost that is project related that doesn't directly contribute to the actual building of the job. So your labor, plant, materials, these are your direct costs that contribute directly to building the job, and your prelims, for example, welfare facilities, your project staff, so your engineers, supervisors, quantity surveyors, hoardings or any temporary works, fences, gates, for example, scaffolds and other temporary works, so shoring, temp power and water, design, and other CAD costs, etc. So the items that don't contribute directly to the actual build. So similarly to labor, plant, materials, prelims should be calculated from the rates that you will actually pay. So how much does that quantity surveyor cost you for a day? It should be clear to you what you pay, what this rate is for all your different prelims. And if it's not, you need to get clear on it. So the way that we price prelims and the way that we strongly encourage you to price prelims is to initially program out the job and price your prelims from the program. So let's take a look at a quick example. Give me 1 second. Okay, so last week when we did labor and plant, we worked off this program. So this is the same program. So as you can see, we've got 2 weeks pre-construction, we've got 5 weeks of construction, and 1 week post-construction. So we've programmed out our job and we have an understanding what is required of the build. So when we go to our price now, so as you can see here, we did our labor last week based on a 5-week program, and we're going to do this similar kind of exercise for our labor. Now yours might not look exactly the same as this. I have a bit of function in my pricing document, but you'll get the point. So I've identified that we need a project manager full-time for the first 2 weeks. And then following that, we've got 2 weeks of project manager for construction and full-time for the last week. And in a similar fashion, we've got half a day for a quantity surveyor for the full period. And we've got a supervisor full-time for the construction period. So totaling up 25 days of a project manager, 4 days of a QS, and 25 days of a supervisor at the rate is going to give me, at the rate that I actually pay, is going to give me my cost for my staff. So the other prelims that we're going to price. So I've identified that I need a little bit of fencing, 100 meters of fencing. any other temporary works. We've got some cabins in here that we need for the duration of the 5 weeks. I've got a structural designer, for example, and I've also got, there's a performance bond required for this job, so I've got a little bit of financial costs related to this project as well that I've entered into the job. So in my summary, I've identified how much prelims are going to cost me for this project, and I've got a cost of $15,250 for this project. So with prelims, sometimes you will be requested to separate your prelims in the price that you're submitted. So here you can see I've separated them. However, this is not requested all the time, so you can hide them within your rates if it's not requested as well. So as you can see here, I've got my staff hidden within my rates. Okay, I hope that's clear. Right, so basically, in summary, when you submit a tender, you should be clear on what price you're expecting your prelims to actually cost you for the job from actual rates that you get charged and the expected program. So taking the time to calculate this position on every job, it's going to bring you clarity and help with your decision making, and it's going to ensure that you're setting up for a successful and profitable project. All right, that's it for today. Stay tuned for my next live. I'm going to cover, it'll be the next one in the series of pricing back to basics, which will probably be around risk. If you want to speak to me about your tendering, I offer a limited number of free calls each month to talk specifically about how you can improve your tendering. So there's a link in my LinkedIn profile to book one of these. Thanks, and see you again soon.